Where's Dex? Where's Dex?
We told him he couldn't be a part of Comics Corner anymore.
Oh, that's right.
He was getting too bored. And last week he sabotaged it, and Stevo got into a shouting match with Dex.
That is not true.
And I had to calm him down.
That is also not true.
I threw him in a cold ice bath.
A liar.
Naked. Bucket naked.
Well, that part's true.
I threw him into that bath.
I mean, that part's true.
And we decided after that, Dex could just sit out of Comics Corner.
Guys,
also, he had to leave to go pick up his children.
No, go back and watch the Suicide Squad segment. See what happened.
Yeah,
see what happened.
You won't notice it.
You won't notice it at all. Spider-Man mask. That's all I'm going to say. You excited?
Yes.
Okay, good. This is a segment where we like to talk comic books. Normally we talk Marvel, DC, big properties, but this week we decided, since we are the little guy on Channel 27 and our YouTube channel, we are going to stick with independent comic book publishing.
Sort of. This is the other big one, Image.
Yeah, but it's big now. Firing back to the early 90s. There was a little dude named Todd McFarlane. He was dope. He was doing a book called Spider-Man. In fact, there was this thing where he wrote called Torment, and he was like, I'm going to do this big thing. It's going to be amazing. Secretly behind the scenes, him, Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld, Eric Larson, all these big known comic book guys were like, this sucks. We're not getting paid for what we're worth. And then they were like, I don't even know what's happening. Let's get out of here. And they ditched the Marvel scene.
And in other news, the Dow dropped 20 points.
What? No.
I thought this was economy. I thought this was economy
no,
talk.
This is.
I'm sorry, Comics
okay.
Corner. Yeah. So anyway, 90s, Image happens, and they actually become a big deal.
Yeah.
They directly competed with Marvel and DC. And it was shenanigans.
Yeah, no time in its history has there ever been anyone other than, say, DC and Marvel truly competing for comic books. So what these guys decided to do was, hey, let's make an independent publishing company. We're going to do new superheroes. So writers aren't going to have to do X-Men, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman.
A special emphasis on creator-owned properties.
Which is great because we all love new content. We all love creativity. And so they decided to do that. Instead of taking notable characters from the 40s, 50s, 60s, they made their own characters. And now there's some great stuff in comic books we'd like to highlight for you.
Yes, the funny thing about Image nowadays is it's not really so much a superhero game anymore with Image. There are different kinds of books that take many different points of views, and a lot of them don't even feature superheroes.
That's right.
One of the cool ones that came out this week that I just want to bring up real quick. Oh, The Black Monday Murders by Jonathan Hickman. Now, this is going to be your book if you're a conspiracy theorist, if you listen to Coast late at night. This is going to be the one that you want to check out. This is all about the worship of the god Mammon, which is actually money.
Okay.
But it totally plays into the whole like one world government and, you know, like one world banking system, the Rothschild family. It goes deep into it. And
Coast
it's written.
to Coast guy.
Yes,
right here.
it's written by Jonathan Hickman, who is
huge fan.
Incredible.
Jonathan Hickman has done Secret Wars. He did a ginormous run on the Fantastic Four, probably the greatest run on Fantastic Four of all time. So, notable writer.
Notable.
We love him. Conspiracy theory guy right here. It was amazing. He absolutely loved it. A couple quick ones I wanted to mention. Descender is a book that is absolutely blowing my mind right now. It's about a little kid named Tim 21. He's a robot. What's going on? I don't know. War with the robots, crazy things going on. They're actually making a TV show out of it, which is really cool. Has nothing to do with superheroes. Boom. Next up, what is this? Kill or Be Killed. Ed Brubaker. He created essentially the Winter Soldier Marvel. So what happened was Ed Brubaker, amazing writer, said, hey, I want to do something cool with Captain America, and made one of the best Captain America stories. I'm sensing a theme here that it's all these incredible writers, and then they decided to do their own thing.
They want to tell a different story.
Yeah. So Kill or Be Killed. It's Ed Brubaker, it's Sean Phillips. They're known for Fatale. They're known for some gritty noir crime novels. This one is about a dude who's kind of a loser. He lives with another guy.
Wait, can we just convert to black and white real quick for the noir feel?
Yeah.
Noir.
All right. We got to set it. All right.
Hey, Mickey, what you doing down there by the docks, eh?
I see what you're doing there, buddy.
Yeah, see?
It was more like South Park. I don't know what happened. That was like
You went very Canadian.
Hey.
Canadian South Park. All right, lift the black and white.
Sorry, I ruined it. Okay.
Forget it.
It's all color now. All right, Kill or Be Killed. Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, and the essential idea is this kind of loser, loner guy. You don't know much about him. It kicks off, and he's straight killing dudes. What? That doesn't sound superhero-ish.
Not for kids. And that's another point we should make. Many Image comics, probably most Image comics, not for kids.
Not for kids. This one, lots of language. The idea is this guy, he hates his life. He's going to kill himself. He decides one day to jump off of the top of his building because his girlfriend, not girlfriend, best friend, roommate, girl that is
lady
not,
friend.
Yeah, okay. So here's what happened. His best friend in the world, she's a chick. She's with somebody else, and it makes him very sad because actually he wants to be with her, and they actually hooked up once, and then it was like, oh man, this is crazy and the best thing I've ever felt in my life, and then she was like, but I'm with this guy, and it's like, but can we? And she's like, I don't think so because this is reality, and so he decides to jump off of the building. Doesn't die. Satan shows up and says, I just saved your life, and now you got to kill for me. Does that sound cool to you or what? I don't know. I don't know, actually.
So maybe not so much for the children with that book.
No, that's real. That's what
now,
it's
you
about.
read this book, and this is a different publisher. This is not Image. This is Dark Horse.
Dark Horse, yeah, actually. And shout out to Dark Horse Comics who sent us the PDF so that we could review it early. So, hey, Dark Horse Comics, we see you. Thank you so much for
coming at you like a dark horse, Katie. I love you.
I actually went
Katy
bought
Perry.
a real copy even though I had a free
Email
PDF.
me.
Am I right? Okay. No. Briggsland is the name of this comic. Brian Wood, he has written X-Men. He's been on the scene with some really big comics in the Marvel industry, but he also wrote a great Image comic called DMZ. It was all about a civil war that happened and New York split apart. I highly recommend it. That's not what this is about.
And DMZ is also another property that is being developed into either a TV or movie.
Essentially, everything we talk about is going to be a cool show, a la The Walking Dead. I mean, are you kidding me? Kirkman is doing some great things.
You can't just
Briggsland,
say
a la. Sorry. Briggsland is by Brian Wood. It is about a family of cessationists in upstate New York. They have about 40,000 acres. They're deciding to do their own thing. They don't play by government rules. If you're a fan of The Outsiders on WGN, it kind of reminded me of that. Except these guys aren't like backwoodsy hicks. They're really intelligent. And the wife in the very beginning of the first issue goes to the prison where the dad, the father figure, the patriarch is currently in prison. And she says, hey, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm ruling the roost. Oh no.
Now we got to go, but
Family
real
split.
quick, switching back to Image. It's not all like jumping off a building and robots in space. There are still superhero stories. And sadly, this week it was announced that one of Stevo's favorite comics is being
Robert Kirkman, Cory Walker, they created a comic book called Invincible. They did it back in the day because they wanted to do something different. They wanted to do it on their own. It's about a kid whose dad is essentially the Superman of their universe, and he develops his powers, and you kind of go through his life. They're on the 130s now of this comic that was independent, which is a feat in and of its own. Robert Kirkman sent a letter to the fans that I read this week, and I cried myself to sleep. Decided they're going to end it. He doesn't want anybody else taking his book and running with it. And so issue 144 is the last issue.
Yeah, sad.
Calling it a day.
Anyway, point of this whole Comics Corner, don't just check out Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
There are other publishers, Image, Dark Horse, Boom Studios, tons of other comic publishers. So check them out.
It's exciting.
And as always, you can like and comment in the section and like us on Facebook. Tell us what you think. Tell us if you read any of these comics or any others that you would recommend. We'd love your recommendations. Maybe we can review them. Also, Katy Perry, email me, girl.
That's not a thing.
Yes, it is.